Of course, not every couple gets along, but sometimes it's a lot worse than that, especially in Hollywood. For this list, we're counting down the top 10 celebrity couples that secretly hate or hated each other. Starting off, we have Hailey and Justin Bieber. She was a rich nepo baby with the right connections to meet her childhood crush, and he was slowly going more off the rails as the years went on. Together, they're a match made in heaven and set to produce the world's most interesting nepo babies, to say the least. Hailey has not had an easy marriage to Justin, who often disrespects her, slams doors on her, or even intentionally embarrasses her. Yikes. Bieber said that he made the choice to love and marry Hailey. The way he described the decision made it seem like he felt obligated to marry someone in a way to help fix himself, or because her uncle set it up. I'm just going to choose this woman and just do it, Justin also added. For a wife, just choosing this woman is a kind of weird thing to say, considering they got married just 3 months after his past relationship ended with his infidelity. The wedding was sweet, but a little awkward. Hailey was so excited and smiling the entire time, but Justin was just emotionless for most of it. Literally just randomly screenshot any part of the wedding video and just look at his face compared to Hailey's. The whole mood was just awkward. Another relationship that didn't last because they secretly hated one another was Miley and Liam. Miley Cyrus admitted that she was dating her The Last Song co-star, Liam Hemsworth, in 2010, but their relationship hasn't exactly been seamless. By June the same year, the couple had split, but then they got back together and break up, then back together again, and then broken up. They were on and off. They became a stable couple in April 2011, but it still wasn't picture perfect. Liam was always shutting Miley down. There's famous footage of them on a red carpet where she licks his face playfully and he responds with, "Can't you ever behave?" through gritted teeth. By June 2012, they were engaged. Miley's rocking a rock on her finger and gearing up for her big day, and once again, Liam cheating rumors emerged. The pair later called off their engagement in September 2013 for that reason, with Miley going off the deep end for a little there, leading to the whole foam finger and black culture appropriation controversy she had. In an October 2015 interview with Men's Fitness, Hemsworth seemed to admit that he still had feelings for his then ex-fiancée, Cyrus. These seem to have inspired the songstress to hit DMs, because what do you know, in October 2016, Cyrus confirmed that the pair were engaged once again by cracking a joke about her ring on Ellen. But now they are 100% off, if Miley's Grammy-winning song Flowers is any indication. Courtney and Scott Kardashian and Disick first met in 2006 at a party thrown by Girls Gone Wild creator Joe Francis in Mexico, according to Us Magazine. Apparently, Kardashian wasn't into Disick at first, saying, "I just thought he was so annoying." She explained during an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, according to Cosmopolitan. He was 4 years younger, he lived in New York, he didn't have a job. All very valid reasons. This couple's early stages of their relationship were captured during earlier seasons of the reality show, and they seemed to be going strong. However, Disick's substance abuse, heavy partying, and drinking seemed to draw issues in his relationship with her and actually led to infidelity. Courtney and he became incredibly resentful towards one another, he for not having his frat boy lifestyle upheld, and she for not being treated like a mother and a partner. The couple broke up in 2015 after Disick was photographed with a Los Angeles stylist, the final affair that broke the camel's back. Until December 2016, when the couple gave it another go, but only a month or so later, in February 2017, it was over in a snap thanks to cheating. Since then, it's common knowledge that Scott misses Courtney and wishes he could undo his past wrongs. Courtney, however, moved on, and while she co-parents with him, the couple are staying separated. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard met on the set of The Rum Diary, and I know nobody will ever watch that movie ever, but fun fact, it was weirdly predictive of what their lives would become. Depp left his partner of 14 years and mother to his child to be with the younger Heard. By early 2012, the two started dating and were married by 2015 during a private ceremony in their home in Los Angeles, according to Insider. Only a year later was Heard filing for divorce, also obtaining a temporary restraining order alleging that Depp had physically harmed her during their relationship. Depp denied the allegations, claiming Heard was attempting to secure a premature financial resolution by alleging. According to The Guardian, since then, the two have been embroiled in back-and-forth claims. Meanwhile, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett have been going through it for well over 2 years now. The affair, the book, the slap. 2023 has been the year of watching Jada intentionally or otherwise completely demolish her husband's career. Whether you like her or not, this is a fact that can't be denied, as Will Smith's ratings, availability, everything have just plummeted no matter how hard he tries to handle the situation. Jada recently confessed that she really didn't want to get married to Will Smith. In fact, the Matrix actress admitted to crying down the aisle before tying the knot with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air star on New Year's Eve in 1997. As it turns out, the infamous Oscar slap was just the beginning of already very underway scandal. Jada, the catalyst for the slap that led to her husband's 10-year expulsion from the Academy Awards, had a whole lot more to say about the incident and her marriage in Worthy, a memoir released in October. As Jada hit the publicity circuit, she dropped bombshell after bombshell, but all of them at the expense of her husband, with a thin veil of "no, I'm talking about myself actually" laid over top of it. The biggest bit of drama somehow came not from her cheating, then making him sit at a table and talk about her cheating, then writing a book about her cheating. It was actually when Pinkett announced she and Smith had been separated for years before that fateful Oscar night. Only one half of this couple deserves the wave of social media criticism: Keke Palmer and Darius Jackson. Imagine begging Keke Palmer and then doing what this man did. It was confirmed by Us Weekly on November 9th that Palmer is seeking a restraining order against Jackson and requesting full custody of their son. Turns out he is a classic woman hater. He doubled down on his stance at the time, writing in a since-deleted July 5th post, "We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is." He added, "This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case." And though Keke didn't respond to the online drama directly, she did begin selling "I'm a Mother" merch shortly after. Not to mention, she teamed up with Usher himself after the fact to star in his music video for his single Boyfriend. According to the docs obtained by Us, the actress claimed that she and Jackson called it quits in October, very shortly after his public Twitter tantrum. A reality TV scandal really had an impact and left 3 people miserable. If you weren't a Vanderpump Rules fan, to fill you in, the controversy was over Tom Scandival and Ariana Maddox, the 2 longtime stars from the Bravo reality show. The 2 have been dating for 9 years when, without warning, in March it was revealed they'd broken up. Yeah, turns out Sandoval had been cheating on his girl of 9 years with her best friend and co-star Raquel. Ouch. Not only was the affair confirmed, much of the aftermath played out in public on Vanderpump Rules reunion special, Instagram, and podcasts. Maddox now says she has no interaction with either of them. Meanwhile, Raquel has had a complete breakdown over the consequences of her own actions and quit the show before checking herself into a mental health facility. All the while, the man in the middle, Sandoval, is still holding on, still making statements about how he fought so hard for Raquel and was fully in love with her, but she shooed him away when the scandal broke. Next up, we have Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner. Joe and Turner called it quits after 4 years of marriage, with Jonas filing for divorce on September 5th. According to the paperwork, the musician stated that it is in the best interests of the couple's 2 daughters that the parties have shared parental responsibility. Immediately after news of their divorce leaked, it was very obvious that Joe's PR team was leaking stories to the press about Sophie. It was poorly done and made him and his team look really bad. The first version of the story was that Sophie was a partier and that Joe had to do all of the parenting. There's ample footage and evidence that the situation in reality is reversed. He is a much bigger partier, and they have both talked about this on record before, as have many individuals and news outlets. Then things got even more embarrassing because sources close to Joe started releasing a ridiculous number of successive stories about the divorce, including the Ring doorbell drama. Megan and Machine Gun Kelly are notoriously rocky and swing back and forth between utter adoration and complete hatred. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly have been dating since 2020. A source close to Megan says it's always the same thing. They have severe trust issues in the relationship. It's been rough, but they're still trying to work through it. Back in March 2023, a source claimed they were on a break, but still in contact with each other. They said they are very hot and cold. They have stalled wedding planning to work on their issues. Their relationship is pretty volatile at the moment. They are currently off, but still texting each other. Megan took to Instagram to set the record straight on her high-profile relationship days after cheating rumors dominated headlines in February of 2023. These rumors were sparked by her deleting all her photos of MGK from Instagram and posting a cryptic quote about dishonesty. Last but not least, we have Kim Kardashian and Chris Humphries. Their 72-day marriage had certainly shown signs that it was going to and quickly. A few days before Kim divorced Chris on day 68, the couple were spotted arguing in their car while out on a dinner date in Hollywood. The newlywed couple were photographed heading back to Kim's car after dinner, and you could visibly see the tension in the air. Chris looked fed up, and Kim was giving her new husband the death stare while yelling and waving her hands at him as the argument began to escalate. This very public fight was indicative that their relationship was on the rocks, because that same year, Kim went on to file for divorce and get the marriage annulled. The Los Angeles Times even reported that Kim had only married him to increase ratings on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The best part was that Chris asked for a $7 million divorce settlement from his ex-wife. Otherwise, he threatened to make her endure an ugly public trial. But the NBA star ended up walking away with literally nothing. Thanks so much, y'all, for listening along. See you later.